My fiancé looked me dead in the eyes and said, "You're not worthy of being my wife. I'll find someone better." Then he walked out like he was returning a sweater. 8 months later, he was blowing up my phone, begging for one talk. The funniest part? My new husband read every message first. I was with Elliot a little over 4 years. The first half felt easy. Coffee on the nightstand, dumb TikToks at lunch, long talks in the car for no reason. He proposed at the lake where we had our first date. Quiet, sweet, perfect ring, perfect moment. I started planning a summer wedding, and I thought I'd won the romance lottery. Then 6 months after the engagement, he started chiseling at me, one comment at a time. "That dress would look better if you toned up. Maybe a more sophisticated hairstyle." He corrected me in front of his friends like he was grading a paper. He called my family simple, like that was a disease I needed to cure before marrying him. And I tried. God, I tried. New clothes, new hair, longer hours, online classes so I could be more cultured. I kept thinking if I just fixed myself, he'd stop looking at me like a project. 3 months before the wedding, we were talking details. He mentioned my dress, the one he hadn't even seen. He said his mom was worried I'd pick something expected instead of classy. I asked what that meant. That's when he snapped the leash tight. He said he'd been settling. He said I wasn't wife material for his social circles. Then he dropped it, calm and cruel. "You're not worthy of being my wife." I stared at him. The room went too quiet, and I laughed, just laughed. His eyebrows jumped like I'd slapped him. "What's so funny?" I stood up, grabbed my purse, and nodded. "You're right. We shouldn't get married, but not because I'm unworthy." I opened the door. "Because I'm done auditioning for a role you don't deserve." I cried later, at my best friend Monica's place, with mascara on my hoodie. 4 years doesn't evaporate cleanly, but underneath the grief was relief, like someone finally took off. A heavy backpack I'd forgotten was crushing me. Elliot cycled through every flavor of manipulation. Angry texts, apologies, then the condescending stuff. "You're overreacting. Good luck finding someone at your age." I went back for my things when he was at work. He showed up anyway, panicked, bargaining, then icy when it didn't work. He kept saying, "Everyone will talk about this." Not once did he say, "I love you." 6 weeks later, I heard he was telling people I had a mental breakdown. Of course, his ego needed a story where he was still the prize. I didn't correct it. The people who mattered already saw how he spoke to me. Then I met Wyatt at a birthday gathering. Monica dragged me too. No sparkly lines, no performance, just easy conversation that didn't feel like a test. He listened. He asked questions and waited for answers. He never tried to improve me like a home renovation project. Being with him felt like exhaling. A few months in, I ran into Elliot at Target. He was with his new girlfriend, the glossy upgrade he'd been shopping for. I expected to feel small. I felt nothing. Later, he texted, "We should catch up as friends." I left him on red and kept living. When Wyatt proposed, it wasn't a show either. Picnic by a different lake, a vintage sapphire ring, a simple, steady, "I can't imagine my life without you." I said yes so fast I surprised myself. That night, Elliot texted from a new account. "Heard you're engaged. Don't rush into something you'll regret." I blocked him. Again, on my wedding day, he tried calling 3 times. Then, after the honeymoon, it got insane. 17 missed calls, messages stacked like a tantrum. "Please, closure. I made a mistake." I showed Wyatt everything. He didn't puff up. He didn't get jealous. He just got calm. When Elliot called again, Wyatt answered. First, the cheerful hello, then the pause, then Wyatt's voice, steady as a locked door. "She's unpacking from our honeymoon. This is her husband." After that, Elliot tried to speak. Words scraped and stalled. Wyatt finished it for him. "She's moved on. Don't contact her again." The silence was loud. Then the line clicked dead. Elliot sent one last message. "I understand now. I'm sorry. I hope you're happy." I looked around at my life, my real life, and didn't respond. He spent years deciding my worth like he owned the scale. Now he doesn't even get access to the room where I keep it.